right, gang. What's good? Welcome to another Get Ready With Me. I kind of just filmed one and I was supposed to be doing makeup and I didn't do makeup. So I said, all right, next one, I got y'all. I really don't think I like my hair. So I think I'm going to redo this ponytail again. And then we're going to get straight into the makeup. Oh, Lord Jesus. Now, as you guys can tell by today's title, we are going to be doing red flags to look for in women when dating. So as I said in my red flags to look for in men, I used to like women. I still do, though. I feel like, I'm trying to grab my phone for my notes. I think women are pretty. I feel like they're attractive and stuff like that. Yeah, I feel like women are attractive. I feel like women are pretty, and that's really about it. But y'all, at one point, I thought I was bisexual. So and then I realized I can't commit to women. I just can't. I like D too much, and women kind of do too much, in my personal opinion. So yeah, it would have just never worked out. So that's when I realized that I was not gay. I had to really be knocked down to my senses. So I have 2 parties to attend. Therefore, I'm going to make this I want this to be natural, but at the same time, I don't want to not look like I have makeup on, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I want it to be like makeup, no makeup glam. I don't know. I'm just talking. Honestly, we'll see where this shit ends up. I don't know. It's funny because a lot of y'all be trying to give me tips and stuff in the comment section when I'm doing my makeup. And to be quite honest, I really don't care. I'm not going to take them into consideration because I wear makeup twice a year. Respectfully, thank you so much for trying to help me. But I'm pretty without makeup. This is not something that I do, to be quite honest. I'm honestly probably just doing this for the video, to be quite honest. Like, I'm just doing this for y'all. Quite frankly, this is not something that I do. And regardless of how I put my makeup on or how it ends up turning out, it comes off at the end of the day. It's really not that deep. I don't take makeup that seriously. So just enjoy the video. So first red flag to look for in a woman is that she is uninvested and uninterested. It is no secret that us as women, we are very invested in most of our relationships, whether it is friendship, romantic, family, or whatever. Like, we take everything very, very seriously. So it is extremely bizarre to be in a relationship or be in a situation where you're with a girl that just seems like she really doesn't care and she's really not putting anything into the relationship. Now, this is actually pretty rare because most women are not going to waste time on a nigga that they're not going to invest in, okay? They're not going to waste time on a woman they're not really invested in, especially when it comes to lesbian, bisexual. You know, when it comes to 2 women being together, most of the time, you will see that, we will invest. It doesn't matter. If we really like you, we're going to invest. But it seems to be more intense when it's 2 women together. That's why, there's a lot of situations that we could say about, lesbian couples. You know how they say, lesbian couples don't last more than 5 years or whatever. It's crazy because it's actually kind of proving true, especially for a lot of the people that I know personally. But that's not the point, right? At the end of the day, in the beginning, the woman's always going to be very invested in. If she's showing signs of she don't want to be there, or she want to be there, but she's kind of using you, more than likely you're a placeholder. Now, it's funny because we always hear the whole placeholder conversation with men because people always if he's not cuffing you or if he doesn't marry you in 1 year, that means you're a placeholder. That's not necessarily true. And women also have placeholders, okay? Women also have situations where they have a nigga waiting for them, okay? They have another girl lined up and they just got you sitting there because, who knows, that might not work out, okay? You are their security blanket, okay? I don't know if a lot of you guys have heard about this before, but especially for women and men that have rosters, they love to keep a security blanket. Now, what is a security blanket, child? What is a security blanket, Yvana? What is that? A security blanket is basically a person that you have that will always have your back, that you really don't really want to be with, but you actually really like them. But how do I explain it? You like them, but you don't love them. And you're waiting for that person to come along, to wow you. You're waiting for a new person to come along to kind of justify the fact that you're leaving this person. So you keep that person as a security blanket, okay? You keep that person as what if, okay? What if it doesn't work out? Which it was never going to work out in the first place because you didn't fuck with them. You actually really don't like them. You just have them there because you're waiting for someone else, right? Be very, very careful. People think that women don't have security blankets. Most women have security blankets, or they have backup, as we like to call it. She's mean to you. Some women are just naturally mean. But even the most naturally mean women are very nice to their partners. Okay? I'm one of those people. I'm not mean, but I'm very blunt and I'm very cutthroat, but I'm not like that with my man whatsoever. Very nice. very demure, very understanding with my man. Everybody else kick rocks, don't care. But if she's just like mean to you, like what is going on? Everything's just falling. If she's like very mean to you, she's not really understanding. She's always screaming at you unprovoked. You didn't scream at her first, you know, because that really matters. And she seems to just like be very like mad every time you're around, or mad every time like you speak or breathe. Yeah, be wary. Okay, that's a very big red flag, because most of us, okay, especially like women, like we're very ooh la la gaga over our men or our women. Like when we're in relationships, we are very like, I love you and I want to be near you and I want to kiss you and I want to be in your skin. So for us to like really be mean to you to the point where it's like, get the fuck out my face, very rare, and I will say a very huge red flag, because most of the time we actually really care about who we're with. Next red flag, and this is also a red flag for men that I didn't think I had to mention, but I'm going to mention it here for both sexes. They only call you when they need you, okay? They don't call you for nothing else. They only call you to get their rocks off. They only call you to accompany them to an event. They only call you when they need money. Be very, very careful, because these people are going to use you for everything that you got, and they really don't care about who you are. They don't really care about getting to know you or strengthening the relationship. They just care about what they can get for you. This is especially true for my people out there watching that have something to give, okay? I'm not talking about, oh, she only called me when she wants Shake Shack. Bitch, nobody cares about your damn Shake Shack. You should be giving him or her Shake Shack anyway, right? Like, it's really not that deep. Like, Shake Shack, like, what, $15? I'm talking about the people who, by the way, my face is already primed, by the way. But I'm talking about the people who have something to give. These are people that come from affluent families. These are people who come from like backgrounds of influence, money. You know, like you got something to give. Like I don't want to hear nobody commenting down below, oh yeah, she only called me when she wants something, and the only thing you can offer is a dollar menu item. Okay. Shit, do we still have the dollar menu at McDonald's? You guys get the point. Like this is for people that really have something to offer. You know, like these are people that, you know, have access to things that the average person does not have: money, influence, connections. So this person is like always texting you. The girl's only ever texting you when, oh, can you show my business plan to your dad? Or, oh, do you think I can, you know, go with you to New York Fashion Week so I can da-da-da? Like, yeah, cut that bitch off. Cut that bitch off, because she only cares about your connections. She does not communicate or text back. One thing about women, we gonna find a way to text you. Even if we have a job or a position where texting is very minimal, we're gonna find a way to text you. Because if you're our favorite person, if you're someone that we really want to be around, if you're someone that we truly do love, we want you to know it, and we want to be, again, near you, around you, in your skin. So if she's not texting you back and she's saying she's busy, she's not interested. Okay, she's not interested. But more importantly, if she's not texting you back and she's acting like she's still interested, more than likely, again, you are a security blanket. Okay, you are a sideline. You are literally just in the lineup, and they're texting someone else. And basically, they're just stringing you along so that they can see what the better option is. Like, when I tell you, women do this all the time. Like, we love having options. Ooh, child. I hate that. This is the worst part about doing makeup, is like blending this into my hairline. Hate it. But yeah, like we always have a sideline up. We always have like other men that want to be with us or whatever the case may be. So if she's not texting you back, know that she's texting the main niggas in the main lineup. Okay, you are just there again as a security blanket. Okay, she does not care about you, your feelings, what you talk about. She don't care about what you ate. None of that. And that brings me to my next one. She don't ask you how you are. But at the same time, I don't know. This one could be subjective, but women that don't really care about who you are as a person, or don't care about like what you got going on or how you're doing, or, you know, like these women, you got to be careful. It's a big red flag. It could either mean that they got so much going on. Like they could have a job where they're like a therapist, right? Like therapists are always dealing with other people's problems. Therefore, they don't really have time to care about your problem. So it could be that she has a high demanding job where she never gets to talk about herself. So she's always talking about herself. Or it could be a situation where she's going through a lot. So it's like she's not thinking about asking you. Or it could be a red flag because, you know, she really just probably doesn't give a fuck. She don't care about how you're doing. She don't care. Like, she just don't care. Like, she cares about herself, and she's only going to care, you know, she's only going to ask things in regards to herself, right? Very subjective. But, I mean, there's a lot of men that find that as a red flag. Like, oh, she don't even ask me if I ate. She don't ask me how I am. No, sometimes, like, she got something going on. So maybe you should ask her, like, are you okay? Because, you know, conversation been dead. So ask her, like, what's going on? Are you okay? What can I do to help? Because nothing is bigger than nothing's a bigger turnoff than being with a man that don't even understand your cues, right? Being with a man or a woman that doesn't even understand who you are and understand that something's wrong and doesn't think to fucking ask. Okay, so just ask. Because like I said, that one could be very subjective. Kind of messed up that eyebrow. We need silence for the brows. And you make sure they look good. Yeah. I need more concealer now. Because this eyebrow got fucked up. No, let's do the other one. Next one is immature. Now, this is a red flag that you should be looking for in the beginning. However, I do realize when it comes to women, you know, we like to give men a lot of flack and a lot of credit for being able to pretend. Nah, women are the best pretenders, bruh. We know how to act mature and be every single thing that this man wants until shit hits the fan. All of a sudden, we not a baddie no more. We out here looking like Matilda. All of a sudden, you know, we don't give a fuck. We not texting back because we already got the nigga. Say I'm wrong. You know, we be sitting there treating, like, I'm even guilty of it, right? A lot of times we'll treat a man amazingly well in the beginning. A lot of people don't talk about this. Like, we'll sit there, we'll treat a man really good in the beginning. And as soon as we're married, as soon as we, you know, get locked in, it's like, all right, well, don't gotta get dressed. Don't gotta be cute. Don't gotta do this. But that could also be the type of dude that you're with too. Like, obviously, if you're with a stressful man, okay, if you're with a woman that you're constantly fighting with, if you're in a relationship where you're literally fighting for your life, that's natural, right? If you're in a relationship with someone where you feel like you always gotta do something and you always have to, like, I don't know, like you're in, there you go, survival mode. That's the word I'm looking for. If you have a relationship where you feel like you stay in survival mode, then yeah, more than likely you are not going to have time to put on makeup and look nice and put on some lip gloss and put on some heels, whatever. Like, you're not going to have the time. We're not talking about that, okay? So calm down. Like, because I know there's going to be people that feel some type of way that I said that, but it's like, calm down. Like, that's another story for another time. Realistically, if you're feeling yourself that you have to do all of that all the time, you feel like you're the one carrying the relationship, you're the one carrying everything, you shouldn't be in that relationship anyway, because a relationship is supposed to be a two-way street, okay? A relationship is supposed to strictly be you putting 50, the other person putting 50. And I'm not talking about 50-50 on bills, because I know how y'all feel about that. Probably do a whole dedicated video on that. But I'm talking about in a general sense. Like, mind you, this is foundation and concealer, so I don't have to go in and really tweak much. That was actually very fast. I thought it was going to take a lot longer, but that's also because I'm not really doing much. But yeah, like, if you feel like you always have to do shit, that's probably a sign that you probably should not be in that relationship, because it's going to be like that for the rest of your life, and it's not going to change. I promise you. It's going to get worse. I want to do an ombre lip. So, next one. And this is a big one. And I talk about this all the time, and people get so upset when I say it, but I've never been wrong yet. If this person has no friends or family, okay, especially as a woman, this person is, I only hang out with boys. Girls don't like me. I'm always having problems with, you know, like, situations and relationships, and no one understands me. They're the problem, and you gonna be the next problem if you don't fuck around. I really do not like my hair, so I'm gonna keep redoing this ponytail. You're going to be the next problem that this person has, because they're never satisfied and they're always causing problems, and that's why they have no friends or family. Be very, very wary of a woman that has no friends or family. I don't care what nobody says, because that's not possible. Like, it's not that it's not possible, but most of the people that you will find that are in these situations are people that are extremely problematic. These are the people, but who knows, right? Let me just say, before I even finish that point, right? Okay, that's what it is. I keep doing the same ponytail because it's at the same level. Let me just say, right? A lot of times when you meet people like that, there are very rare occasions that they're not the problem. A lot of the times it is them. They keep finding themselves in the same situations where they have to cut off family, or family's cutting them off, best friends cutting them off. Now they don't got nobody but you. Unless they just move from another city or state, that's not normal. And you need to seek to understand why this person has no friends, or why this person is constantly shedding skin. Because one thing about women, okay, especially us, like, we care about our friends. Okay, we care about our friendships. We care about the people in our lives, whether we're talking about male, female, friends, family, other. Okay, we care about people in our lives. So realistically, I don't like these ponytails. I'm going to have to really do this shit again. Realistically, if you find yourself with someone that always claims that they have a problem and it's not them and it's them. Okay, it's them. And I mean, I would personally say don't stay with somebody like that, because again, you're going to be the next problem. But I already know niggas don't listen to me until it's too late. And then they sending me emails talking about, oh my God, I should have listened to you when you made your video. Okay, well, like I said, you're going to be the next problem. Okay. You're going to be the next story time. You're going to be the next problem that cannot be solved, okay? Don't say I didn't warn you. All right, the ponytail keeps coming out the same, so I'm just going to leave it. I don't even care anymore. But yeah, just be very wary, because these types of people are what I like to call the woe is me women, okay? These are the women that no one likes me. No one wants to be near me. It's not my fault. These people are so freaking irritating. Like, I've had friends where I was their only female friend, and then I realized, like, yeah, this is exactly why I'm your only female friend, because you're fucking batshit. Or it's just like, they're just not a girl's girl, you know? Or they're just like real disrespectful, or just real conniving. They don't know how to communicate. And I'm just trying to help you understand that if you can't communicate with your own sex, what makes you think you're going to work out in a relationship? Okay. Like, these people are really probably some of the worst people to be in relationships with. Like I said, I've had friends like this. Okay. They're the worst people to be in relationships with because everything is always other people's fault. They never look forward then. They never be like, you know, maybe I messed up here. Okay. Maybe I should have, like, you know, thought of this in a better way. Maybe there's something I could have done in that situation to not make it blow up the way it did. It's always, this person did this to me. This person did that to me. They're a bad person. It's never anything else. So be very, very careful. You know, I'm just going to leave my hair like this. I need to just stop playing with it at this point. Yeah, it's just, you need to be very, very careful because, again, these people never see the wrong in their ways. Okay, they're never trying to fix anything with anyone. So do with that what you will. And of course, that person needs therapy, which brings me to my next one. This person refuses to go to therapy or thinks that therapy is problematic or toxic or is going to do something bad for them. I think everyone should be in therapy, and I also think therapy should be free. However, unfortunately, we're not there at this time. But I feel like therapy should be free, and I feel like it should be something that is offered to everybody through work or through insurance. I don't know. I just feel like everybody need to be in therapy. I feel like life would be a lot better if everyone had therapy, or at least considered going to therapy at the very least. Because to go to therapy means that you realize that there is a problem and it needs to be fixed. Whether it's you, other people, trauma, whatever. And if she's sitting there and she's acting like, oh, I ain't trying to talk to no strangers about my problems. It's the same thing I said about men, right? If you have a man and he's sitting there like, oh, I ain't about to talk to nobody about my problems. I don't got no problems. Oh, I ain't trying to go to therapy. That's a very, very, very big red flag. Because that means that that person lacks accountability and that person does not want to potentially, that person doesn't want to be told that they're probably part of the problem. That's usually what it is, okay? They don't want to be told that they might be the one causing all the problems in their life and they need to fix it. They want somebody to coddle them and hold their hand, and unfortunately, therapy is not that. Therefore, the whole idea of them going to therapy, I'm not putting on no lashes. I don't have time to be sitting there playing with my eyes all day. I hate that shit. I hate when I put on lashes and it's like so uncomfortable because I didn't put it on right, or like I feel like one looks weird, and then it's like, yeah, I'm sitting there fixing it all day. So I'm just gonna do a nice little natural brown liner, and then yeah, some cute little mascara, call it a day. I cannot see this. I forgot this shit had a light on it and didn't turn it on this whole time. But yeah, I feel like, you know, it comes to a point where you have to be able to reflect, right? And look at yourself and be like, all right, I did this. This was a bad idea. Or, you know, I was a bad friend, or I was a bad cousin, or I was a bad daughter in this instance. Maybe I should work on this. This is what triggered me. If you can't sit there, you can't look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself like, all right, you know, I fucked up right there. Then you have bigger problems to deal with. And if you're dealing with a woman that really doesn't want to do that, and especially because like I feel like women are very like emotional creatures, right? Like I feel like we're very in touch with our emotions. That means that woman is not in touch with her emotions, or she has very bad accountability problems. So why would you want to be with a woman that has really bad accountability issues? Personally, I wouldn't, but some of y'all don't really care. Some of y'all really don't care about all of that. Some of y'all just be like, well, she's a bad bitch. That's all that matters. Okay, that's all that matters until shit starts to affect you because you ignored all the red flags. Next one is she never apologizes. You know what's funny? We like to make these jokes about how women never apologize and women never think they're wrong. A mature woman that is grown as fuck and knows who she is and isn't intimidated by anything will apologize, will say when they're wrong, will acknowledge that they're wrong at any given point, right? If they know, they feel, and they've assessed the situation and they feel like they did something wrong. If you have a girl that has never apologized to you, run. And it's funny because, like I said, it's a running joke that people be like, oh, women don't apologize. Ha, 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 ha. Like, no, grown women, in fact, indeed, do apologize. Why can't I find the liner? I think no, I don't want to put this on. I can't find my black liner that I usually use for my lips. But yeah, make sure you understand that that's not normal behavior and it's not something to be celebrated and it's not okay because, oh, wow, it's right here. When you it is right here. When you start having real issues and you start really getting upset because this person thinks that they are funny, okay, everything that they're saying to you is like really hurting you and you can't address it because they're not going to apologize. All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. So this is what I like to do, right? I like to line before my line. Like I like to like do it a little in. And then I do that. And then I go and make it more like defined. Oh, now I went a little over. Shit out here freaking falling and shit. But yeah, I like to get like a nice little black base like this. And then I go in. I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's L'Oreal. I believe one of my friends got this for me years ago. Oh! Y'all, the shit just got stuck at the top. Oh my God, I fucked this up. Oh my God, I'm so upset. Luckily, I do have two. I'm gonna have to toss this one. Chad, I probably lost the other one. Oh my God. Alrighty, well, we'll assess this at a later date. What the heck is this? That's a cuticle pen. Let's see if the shit actually works. Oh, my cuticles are always so trash. Because I'm a nail biter, guys. If you didn't know, now you know. All right. But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So I'll say red flags in women are hard to peep because I feel like a lot of the red flags in women are things that we just like, oh, that's how women are. Same thing with men, right? Oh, that's how men are. Boys will be boys now. That's what you call toxic. You are normalizing toxicity. Do not let men or women, okay, anyone that you're in a relationship with, treat you like shit just because, oh, that's how women are. Oh, that's how men are. Promise you, they're not. Normal, regular, mature people do not act the way women or men act, okay? They act like mature human beings who respect the relationships that they're in and respect the people that they are in relationships with. With that being said, here is the final look. Very natural, very chill, I really don't know why I even put on makeup because I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I think I like it. It's good. It's whatever. I'm probably gonna put some more charms in here because I just got some laying around. And I think I'm gonna change my outfit, but I'm not really sure because this shirt is a turtleneck and it's probably gonna rub half my makeup off. And I didn't think about that because I don't know. I think I want to wear something else. But yeah, I'm gonna put the outfit that I end up wearing right here on the screen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Jesus. Oh, I knew this one was gonna be hard, but damn, yo, it's gonna be hard to take these shits out. But my man about to help me. We're just gonna leave that right there. All right. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. What are some red flags in women that you have noticed in regards to dating? And yeah, make sure you guys check out the other channels. And if you guys are not aware, we are actually going to Brazil 2026. Everything is going to be linked down below in regards to details. There are payment plans available. Cannot wait to see you. Shout outs to those of you guys who have already booked the trip. With that being said, I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye!